What if one morning you woke up and discovered that the world no longer needed you? That the very job that fed your family, defined your identity, and gave you purpose was now being done by a machine? This isn't some distant sci-fi future. It's happening right now, all around us. And this is the story of a man named Silas Drew, whose life was completely turned upside down when artificial intelligence replaced everything he thought made him valuable. Silas wasn't just an ordinary man. He was 42 years old, a father of two, living in a small UK town called Haverla. For nearly 2 decades, Silas worked at a financial firm as an analyst. He was respected, he was comfortable, and he believed his position was untouchable. But one Friday afternoon, his manager called him into her office. With a straight, almost robotic face, she said, "Silas, we're downsizing. AI systems have taken over our risk predictions and financial modeling. We just don't need human analysts anymore." The words felt like a punch to the gut. Silas walked home that evening, the streets eerily quiet, his mind just replaying those words over and over. "We don't need you anymore." That night he couldn't sleep. Every shadow in his house felt heavier. Every silence screamed at him. He started hearing these whispers in his head, these dark thoughts. What are you now? A man without a purpose. A father who can't provide for his family. Weeks turned into months. Silas applied for hundreds of jobs, but the rejection emails poured in, one after another. I hadn't just replaced him, it was everywhere. The friendly barista at his local cafe was gone, replaced by a robotic arm. The cashier at the grocery store vanished in favor of a self-checkout system. Even the receptionist at his doctor's office was now an AI-powered kiosk. The world he knew was disappearing right before his eyes. One night, Silas was walking through the empty town square and saw something that sent a shiver down his spine. Giant digital billboards flashed with ads, one of which read, "The future doesn't need workers, it needs dreamers." For a terrifying moment, he thought the billboard was speaking directly to him. He staggered back, his heart pounding in his chest. Was he no longer needed? Was he obsolete? That same night, as Silas sat by the window staring out at the rain, completely lost, his 10-year-old daughter Iris quietly walked up to him. She looked up with her big, innocent eyes and asked, "Dad, will AI ever replace fathers too?" Her question shook him to his core. It was like a lightning bolt in the darkness. In that instant, Silas realized he had been asking the wrong question all along. The problem wasn't about whether AI would replace jobs. It was about whether humans would still choose to be human. Machines could calculate, they could predict, they could analyze data faster than any human ever could. But they couldn't love, they couldn't dream, they couldn't sacrifice. They couldn't feel the warmth of a hug or the comfort of a kind word. So, instead of chasing the jobs that AI had stolen, Silas began to reinvent himself from the inside out. He started learning new skills, but not the ones you'd expect. He learned storytelling, leadership, and empathy-driven coaching. Started volunteering at community centers, teaching children how to be creative and helping adults learn how to adapt to this new automated world. The more he gave of himself, the more he was needed. Soon, Silas wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. He became a speaker, a mentor, a guide for all the people who, like him, were afraid of being replaced. He became a beacon of hope in his community. The truth that Silas discovered is a timeless one. Jobs can vanish. Titles can be stripped away. Wealth can disappear in an instant. But your character, your compassion, your ability to connect with and uplift others, those can never be replaced by an algorithm. If AI replaces our jobs, so be it. But we cannot let it replace our souls, because in the end, the world will always need humans who bring hope, compassion, and vision. So I want you to ask yourself, are you building a life that is only defined by a job? Or are you building a legacy that no machine could ever erase? For more stories that awaken your spirit and make you think, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Let's stay human in this AI-driven world. Thanks for watching.